What is up, everybody? It's your boy Shocker, the Nice Itch Hedgehog here with our Week 5 TBL Team Builder. I am talking in somewhat of a hype, tired voice because one, I am tired. Two, I am hyped because, ladies and gentlemen, we will be taking on Godoa Dragon, aka the commissioner of the TBL and your coach of the New York Empoleons. I'm gonna get body bagged to this matchup, but it's gonna be okay. Um, for those, I want to give you guys just a little backstory. I actually have faced Gold once before, but in my opinion, that wasn't a real battle against Gold. Because here's the thing with the battle. One, we were only given 8 Pokemon because we were doing the Pokemon Grand Prix, the PGP. And we had such a limited point budget, a limited team, so I don't think it was a real team that we drafted. Also, when it came to me and Gold's battle, I think we were the last battle in the season for the PGP. My old computer was just crapping out on me, dude. Like I couldn't, like everything was so slow to load. Nothing really worked. I had to restart my computer so many freaking times. So I had to just go and battle on my phone, and I really, again, could not be able to type on my computer. I couldn't really be able to do calculating, so I had to just go on my mental wisdom of sorts. So it just didn't really feel like that was a game against Gold that was like thing. Not to say it wasn't like fair or anything like that. I just wanted us to get the game done, so that way Gold can do what he needed to do and focus on what he had to do that day. So I look at this as the first official battle between me and Gold, and I think it's going to be a good one. I think we got what we have here to really do what we can do to win this game. So, with that being said, let's break down the matchup for you guys. So, looking at the matchup itself, it's going to be very interesting. The fact that he has my Rotom Wash. That was what I wanted. That was going to be the perfect water type and electric type for my team to pair with Hydreigon and H-Slash, but he took that from me. But look at his team. He's got Crocodile, Rotomosh, Scizor, Salazzle, Passimian, Salamence, Jinx, Sceptile, Slurpup, and Lord Helix, Omastar. So looking at what he's going to bring against my team, it's kind of tough. He can actually almost fit every single one on his team if you really want to. I think the definitely main one I don't see him bringing is Omastar. I think Omastar just has a really rough matchup as it cannot really just take a lot of hits from my team. I kind of can see Slurpup if he really can think of a really good Slurpup set that can beat my team. But generally speaking, I really don't think Slurpup can. So I don't think he's gonna bring it. I'm pseudo prepped for it if it does come, but I generally don't think it's gonna be coming to this matchup. Sceptile has a really good shot at potentially show up to this matchup. Sceptile just offensively is very annoying versus my draft, and it's just going to be a tough Pokemon to try to break and beat, and just because of how versatile it is a little bit. But I think it's definitely going to be hindering on the move set. I feel like a little bit to what it wants to run against my team. So definitely, I think that has a little bit going in the favor for me there. So I got that. There is a good, decent, solid chance he could bring Jinx, and I have seen him bring Jinx before, and Jinx is now doing a KO or two. So Jinx actually does have a possibility to show up to this matchup, so definitely take especially it's a dry skin mon, so it can actually wall Lapras effectively well, which is one of my, I would say, arguably like top 5 or top 6 mons I've definitely been bringing a lot this season and putting a good amount of work with. So I definitely think he's going to be very careful and mindful of that. But looking at his main 6, Crocodile, Rotomwash, Scizor, Salazzle, Passimian, and Salamence, I think are going to show up. I think the first 3, potentially first 4, are solidly locked in 100%. Like, Scizor he needs in stopping Sylveon from just spamming Fairy moves. If you look at his team, Fairy move equals destruction. Plus, I think he needs Scissor plus Salazzle to check Serena, because Serena can put in a lot of good work this matchup as well. I think he also needs Scissor in order to stop Archeops from being able to do whatever it wants in this matchup. Salazzle's another one of those mons that really checks Aegislash relatively well as well. And it's also another one of those mons that can stop Sylveon from spamming fairy type attacks. Rotom Wash, he has to bring. If he does not bring Rotom Wash, he has trouble breaking through Volcanion. He has trouble breaking through relatively Archeops, potentially the Hydreigon, and the Aegislash. He needs Rotom this matchup. And I know for a fact he's going to bring it. I just know. Salazzle, the reason why I think he brings it, it's a really good answer to a couple things on my Mons. A decent Mon to kind of check my Volcanions, a decent Mon that checks my Hydreigon. It's a decent Mon that can just check everything else in my draft, so definitely still down there. If we don't see Salazzle, that opens up a lot of doors, honestly, for a lot of my Mons. I'll have a wasted item on one of my Mons, but it opens up the door so much for what my team can do. And I might need to change my item, actually, now thinking about it, just because of the possibility, but I don't know yet. The reason why I see he brings Passimion's that one type of Mon that, you look at my team, I don't have anything that really kind of does that. I do have Intimidate on a couple of my Pokemon, but I think Galt's going to be smart enough to know that I'm not going to do that. Plus, Passimion's just stab and fighting hits my team really hard. That was definitely one of the typings I had to kind of probably try to play around with a little bit, but I didn't really effectively do so. So there is that. And I do think Salamence is another Intimidate user along with Crook to really weaken my physical threats. Also, I think just having something that can also switch into Volcanion decently well, which he doesn't really have the best switches to. It's definitely going to be another one of those things that could benefit his team. So that's the team I expect him to be bringing. If there's any mons from his forward that I can see be potentially subbed in, like I said, potentially the Sceptile, if he knows what good Sceptiles that he can build, and potentially Jinx. The smallest chance that we see the Slurp up, but otherwise, I think everything else pretty much kind of is the way it is. So let's go ahead and break down the team we are bringing for you guys. First off, finally making its debut. We probably could have easily have brought it a couple other times, but there were just, I think, no other matchups that fit what we wanted with this one. So, what we're finally bringing, Sylveon, baby. King Eevee himself. We have Hyper Voice, Slice Shock, Mystical Fire, and Substitute. This is sub 3 attacks with leftovers. Just kind of be bulky. We're bringing a Bold Nature. I think I'm going to change that to Modest, I think, honestly. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm going to run Modest. I think I just want to hit hard. I really want to hit hard this matchup. And I think I'm going to add a little bit. Do I want to outspeed Rotom? Do I care about Rotom outspeeding me? Nah, I don't think I care about Rotom outspeeding. I think I'm also going to run. Five more. Okay, I guess we're going to rest in the bulk. And then probably the board speed. Just ran this point. Basically, the Sylveon is designed to set up Substitute and just start punching his team. Basically, if Rotom's in, Rotom is going to click Volt Switch or Hydro Pump. If it clicks Volt Switch, I sub, and Scizor comes in, I click the Mystical Fire. Now, if Scizor does have Bullet Punch and he has the Oko Berry, we can actually just burn his Oko Berry turn 2 right there. Well, turn 3, really, but basically ruins his Oko Berry for any late game shenanigans he could have saved up. So, definitely something to note there, and I really think that Sylveon puts in a lot of good offensive work this matchup. Psyshock obviously there to help hit this Salazzle for super effective damage. But basically, it's also there just because if we can chip down Salazzle before Salazzle comes in and I switch in, we can actually be able to go for that Hyper Voice, which actually can kill the Salazzle. Would definitely be the best case scenario. With the next Mon, we have Dalla coming back, and Dalla is here to break, my friend. She is going to be a fantastic breaker this matchup. Very offensive, 100 HP. Sorry if you hear a cat, it's wanting attention. 40 innate defense and 116 speed. The speed lets me outspeed 0 defensive Rotom. So this is a great lead option in this matchup just because I can click Knockoff turn 1, I can click Power Whip potentially turn 1. We have Knockoff Power Whip, then Headbutt, Triple Axle. Triple Axle obviously there to counter these elements. The Zen Headbutt, which is actually there, and I actually was looking up if it learned this move. Now this also counters a good switch in with having Salazzle. And I really think if he switches in something for this mon, it has to be Salazzle. Like, yeah, you can switch in the Salamence, but your better switch in honestly is a Salazzle, which the worst that happens is gonna be knockoff. Sorry if you hear noises. My cats are moving everywhere around my furniture and my desk, so cannot control things around here anymore. So yeah. But honestly, Serena, really a breaker. The reason why I'm also questioning the Ultra Berries, I'm really thinking he's gonna go for the poison one because the poison are better against my team. But fire is good because again it's a good answer from the H slash type of thing. So um, I'm gonna think about it. I might switch to Kiba Berry, but for right now, I think this is what we're gonna rock out with. But up next is potentially a win con or a early or late game breaker. And that is going to be Shadow the Aegis here with weakness policy. We're bringing weakness policy because in my shield form, I will take any one hit that he wants to dish out towards me. I live any hit except for the specs. So, what I'm designed this to do is going to be this. If he leads off with Passimian, Passimian's going to do one or two things. Passimian is either going to click the U-turn to pivot, or it's going to click knockoff to get rid of my item of choice. If I autotomize, I'm faster than everything in his team that's Scarf. The only thing I do not outspeed is +1 mets. That is the only thing I don't outspeed. With the creep that we have here, I actually don't need special attack investment to start denting his team. The max HP just lets me get a lot of bold for my worth here, and I can just go. Dual stab literally just kills about everything on his team. There's a couple of things that need just a tiny bit of chip to be put in range, but otherwise I kill everything at +2. And that's what's really cool. Like Passimian with very little bulk, I kill with a flash cannon or shadow ball. Crook, I believe, dies to a flash cannon if it's not super invested in its HP. But again, that's the one thing that makes Aegislash. I think there's one thing I will say about Aegislash that really sucks about it when it runs atomized. It's just that base 60 speed. If it was base 70 or at least base 80 at max, that lets it run modest and lets it run rampant. And I think that was definitely one of the reasons why they really handicapped this Pokemon when it was released in Gen 6, just because they knew there could be a lot of potential to make this Pokemon extremely broken if it's not done correctly. So, but honestly, Aegislash could be a late game win con, could just be a breaker. It just really depends on what Gold brings, and it really just depends on how we play with it. So, up next, the Mon that should have came roughly last week, but did not, but it's coming back this week. We're bringing Archeops here with Air Slash Heat Wave, Ancient Power, and U-Turn. U-Turn for pivoting. Air Slash plus Ancient Power, just dual stab, hits a lot of his trap really super effectively to neutral damage. And then Heat Wave literally is just there for the Scizor. Not gonna lie to you, it's just literally there for Scizor, or Scizor switch in, potentially. Also, it's a really good move to hit Jinx, too, if I want to hit multiple things with it. But, U-turn, like I said, is mostly there for pivoting. We have 228 in HP, max special attack, and 228 speed. The speed lets me outspeed a Crocodile, so again, I outspeed everything on his team with a modest Scarf. So everything's getting hit hard. That's what's going to be really cool. I killed Passimian from full. He's probably not going to think I'm going to bring a Scarf Archeops. He might scout for it potentially, but again, I can just chip everything if I really wanted to. I can just weaken everything if I really want to. So it's like I'm not in a worst case scenario type of thing, like there's a lot of good things about that. But up next, we're gonna kick it off here with Purple Doa. I noticed that Gold felt that green, black, or even purple. Personally, for him, purple Doa fit for Hydreigon. So for him, we're gonna run Purple Doa. But we're running Dragon Dance plus Nasty Plot Dual Stab. Minus, and I say this very highly, minus a Slurpuff, we can dent Gold's team. Now, we don't outspeed Jinx if it's Scarf. And actually, I guess I should technically say with Archeops, we don't outspeed everything if it's Scarf. Which, honestly, I think it might be the set he has to run versus my team, honestly, to really do any damage. But, I really think Hydreigon's set here is very risky. Dual Dance is always super risky to run. But I think we have the set to pull this off. If we get this in front of Hydreigon, what lets me do is this. I can set up a nasty plot in front of it, and then after that nasty plot, I can start breaking. Or what I can do is I nasty plot into Dragon Dance, and then I start breaking even harder. Because I've only made this thing faster than Scarf Past Simeon. Scarf Past Simeon is definitely a problem. But once I'm actually faster than Scarf Past Simeon, and I have my +2 off, if I see the opportunity to get another nasty plot off or get another kill, I'm going for it, and I'm going to get something to die. The set obviously gets shut down if Slurpuff comes, but if Slurpuff is here and it's weakened to the point where it can't do too much at me at +2, I can just kill that thing. So again, if I can weaken it, Hydreigon looks phenomenal. So really think Hydreigon's going to be doing well this matchup. I think I've been not doing the best with it this time around, but I think I've been having some fun with it. And last, but certainly not least, is going to be Volcanion. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, this match was extremely hard to prep for. I had Luxray on this team. I had Lapras on this team. I had Tauros. I literally had all 10 of my Molins on this team, and I just could not figure out what 6 I wanted to bring. I think after a little bit of planning and after really looking, I was definitely dead set on the first 3. And the reason why I was kind of dead set on the first 3, just because I looked at their matchup better, and it just looked so much better. I think everything was just really, really good. And I just didn't see anything wrong with it. Excuse me. Anything wrong with it, so felt fine with that. The last 3, I'm taking a bit of a risk with, but I really kind of needed to get like a gauge of an idea of what I wanted to do. But we're up next are bringing in Volcanion, Steam Eruption, Flame Roar, Sludge Wave, and Solar Beam, 124 HP max special attack, and 132 speed. Again, another speed mon to outspeed Rotom if it's not speed invested. And Steam Eruption into Solar Beam, unless he's max on his Spadef and his HP, 100% we kill. Every single time. We will kill with this set. And what's really cool is if we lead with this and he leads Crocodile, I get a free Steam Eruption and something dies. And if he goes Steam Eruption and we get the burn on Salamence, then Sludge Wave could be a good roll as well to pick up the KO as well. So definitely something to kind of factor in there. So, and sorry if I'm not talking as much, guys. My throat's getting a little bit up there. So, but that's gonna be the team, guys. Again, the main goal against Gold is just to not get 6-0 by Gold. I'm not going to get 6-0 by him. I'm definitely going to make sure I don't let that happen. If I can beat Gold, that's going to really give me such a big confidence booster in my career. Because it lets me know that I can be able to hang with some of the best out there. So, that definitely... So, this for me is a match I would really, really want to win. Not to almost pretty much guarantee my spot in playoffs, but just to have that opportunity to go around and say, hey, I'm good enough that I just beat Goldo or Dragon. So, definitely hyped for this match. And I'm definitely going to do everything in my power to play to this match as the best that I possibly can. So, yeah. That's going to be the Team Builder, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new. Join the Fish Shocker crew today because we build the King of the Crew. And with that being said, I will see you guys with the Battle of the TBL. And until next time, guys, I'm Phil Shocker, and I say, Jog. Peace.